Hi everybody, Cassandra Hope here, registered holistic nutritionist and founder of the IBS Academy. And I used to be obsessed with ginger turmeric shots, and I would go to the store and buy them, and they're like $6 or so at the health food stores or juice shops. And I realized, okay, for how excited I get about these things, why am I not making this at home? So I looked up the recipe, and it is so incredibly easy to make these things, and they are super nutrient rich, they're antimicrobial, they're anti-inflammatory, and they taste delicious. So the recipe is very simple. There's a few simple ingredients that you should have in your home already, and if not, they're easy to find. So number one is coconut water. So I love coconut water because it is rich in electrolytes. So for all of you guys who are sweating regularly, and I know you are if you are following us and on our 12-week Gut Restore program, we're doing workouts all the time. Every day pretty much we're sweating. So it's really important to replenish with electrolytes. So I have 2 cups of coconut water here. It's just gonna go right in the blender. And then the next ingredient is turmeric. So for those of you who have never seen turmeric, this is what it looks like. And they're these funny looking, they almost look dry, knobs with kind of these lines in them, and I just think they're so gorgeous. They kind of look like little worms, which I think are really cute. And this is fresh ginger. You can also use dried powdered ginger. That's totally cool. I happen to have fresh turmeric, so it's just about a 2-inch knob that you want to use here. And to get the skin off of it, you just use a spoon, and you can like gently just grate the skin off, and it peels off a really thin layer of just the skin, so you're not wasting a lot of the meat of the turmeric like you would with a vegetable peeler. Okay, so this is just gonna go right into my blender. And then next I'm gonna use ginger. So again, same thing, you can use fresh ginger or you can use dried ground ginger. Same thing with this guy. I don't like to waste the meat of my beautiful food, so I'm using the back of the spoon to grate just a very thin layer of the skin off. So we're gonna toss that in there, and we are gonna whip this baby up. Okay, so this has been blended for about 60 seconds in a high-speed blender, and it smells amazing, just like this, without even anything else delicious that we're about to add. First, we wanna strain out the pulp from the meat of the turmeric and the ginger, so I'm just using a fine sieve here. Next, we are going to add some lemon, so I just use my hands to filter out the seeds in the lemon, and I just keep my fingers open a little bit to let the juice go through. And we want 1 whole lemon. Lemon is rich in vitamin C. It is also a digestive aid. It really helps to support liver detoxification. Next, we are just gonna use a little bit of salt. I've got a 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt here. And we're also going to add some honey. So I have some raw honey here. And raw honey is rich in enzymes. It's antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, and it's just so delicious. So for those of you guys who are worried about sugar intake, because people are, I don't think 100% really super clear on what sugars are the ones that add to weight gain and blood sugar imbalance. Really, you're looking for sugars that are also rich in nutrients and enzymes, because that really helps to slow the blood sugar release. So maple syrup is great for that, and so is honey. And you just want a dash of black pepper, not much. So I'm gonna whip this back up in the blender again. You could, if you have a lid on your mason jar, you could just shake this up and it's beautiful like that. But because I'm using raw honey, it's a little bit thicker, I'm gonna throw it back in the blender. Oh. There you go. Give me all that honey. Okay, so this is the final product. You can definitely keep this in your fridge for about 4 or 5 days, and you want to have it with some fats. You can even add a little bit of coconut oil in this when you blend it, or just have it with some beautiful fats when you're eating. This is about the dose that you need. You don't need a ton of it, although I drink a ton of it, so it is so good. It kind of tastes like orange juice, even though there's no orange in it, but it is tart, it's warm, it's spicy, it's really soothing, and I think you guys will absolutely love this. Post-workout is a really nice time to have it. In the morning, if you're doing some intermittent fasting, or fasting in the morning, this is a nice way to break your fast and kind of get your stomach ready for a smoothie or some beautiful breakfast. I hope you guys enjoyed as much as I do.